Hey everyone, CJ here once again. You may have guessed that I'm a massive geek when it comes to TV, movies and games. Many times these mediums cross over into one another, TV becoming games, games becoming movies, and it got me thinking about what could happen if games that are available right now were turned into TV series. And we're only going to base it solely on individual games rather than looking at them as a series. So for this first video, I thought we could take a look at the new game Hitman 3, looking at its features and how this could look and transfer to our TV screens. Now for those of you that don't know, Hitman is an action-adventure stealth video game where you control a genetically enhanced assassin called Agent 47. This assassin goes to different locations around the world working for a shady organisation that carry out hits on unsuspecting people. The storyline is going over 3 games, this is the 3rd game, and finally concludes the story. So we'll take a look at the visuals, the gameplay, and of course the level design and how that could apply to a TV show. So let's start looking at the visuals and cinematography. It has to be said straight off that Hitman 3 is visually stunning. I played the game on the PlayStation 5 version and the first level set in Dubai just blows your mind from the offset. The upgraded power of the next generation of consoles really helps to add to the cinematic feel of the game. Using the same game dynamics as the previous games, which is not a negative thing by the way, mixed with greater visuals shows the developers have become a master of this genre and use it effectively. With such a cinematic feel, you would expect a TV show to have a similar aesthetic, wide open shots of locations, big set pieces. This would be a show that would need a large budget to have all of the different locations, the wardrobe and the equipment to meet the standard the game displays. Part of the charm of Hitman 3 is the striking visuals and set pieces, and a TV show would be expected to meet these high standards, and it may struggle to do so on a smaller screen. One of the greatest parts of Hitman 3 has to be its level design. A game with only 6 levels may sound short, but in the Hitman universe that is 40 hours worth of gameplay. The Hitman series has a great story that continues throughout the trilogy, but it's its replayability of the levels that makes it the most enjoyable. Levels including Dubai, England, China, Germany and more, with each varying in look and style, keep the gameplay unique and interesting and makes you want to go back to them. You can even download previous Hitman game levels, well, as long as you've purchased Hitman 1 and Hitman 2. New challenges open up after each completion, providing different ways to complete your mission to keep the game interesting. Hitman 3 even has a level which reminds you of the popular movie Knives Out, and the murder mystery is a fun addition to the game, and I'd love to see more content like that in the future. Very few games make you want to keep going back to the same levels, but Hitman 3 rewards you for doing so. As a TV show, and having a new location each episode would keep the story interesting, but would limit the number of episodes for the series before things became repetitive. The TV show could try something unique and have each season in the same location, but does Groundhog Day and Agent 47 replays the mission but in different ways as we learn more about the characters in that location. It could keep the interesting and repetitive parts of the game going, but also develop it for a TV show. So let's take a look at gameplay. One of the factors that I think that makes the Hitman series, and especially Hitman 3, a must-have title is the gameplay and its replayability. Every level you have an assassination target, and possibly 2, but how you complete the missions is so diverse and enjoyable that it makes you want to keep playing and keep seeing what you can do on these levels. The assassinations can be as simple as sneaking up and shooting the target, or finding a banana peel and watching them fall over and knocking themselves out. Of course, there are many challenges for those that want to test their Hitman ability. Locations and scenes all have different elements that you can interact with to help you get to your target. So how would this apply to a TV show? Well, there are two routes a show could take. One could be a dark, gritty story with espionage, twists and turns, and really focusing on the story elements of Hitman. However, personally, I think a more fun show and not afraid to make fun of itself could work really well, with the crazy assassination methods kept in and used each episode to keep the show interesting and to just make it lots more fun. Something similar to their Knives Out level would also be great to see, but a full 22 episode series might be a struggle, so a smaller, more compact season may be more enjoyable overall. So, my conclusion. As a game, Hitman 3 is 9 out of 10. It's visually stunning and epically fun. Each level makes me want to go back and try new methods and new challenges, which helps to keep the replay value well past 40 hours. With next generation consoles lacking in games, this is definitely one you should add to your collection. As a TV show, I would probably say it would be a 6 or 7 out of 10. If it keeps its cinematic visuals and insane assassinations, Hitman 3 would be an enjoyable short series that many would appreciate, but it may struggle to bring the fun elements across that makes the game playable. The potential is there, but it has to be handled in the right way with the right cast and the right crew. So there we go guys, that was my thoughts on whether Hitman 3 could be made into a TV show. I'd love to hear your opinions, so please let me know in the comments below, or even suggest what other games we could cover in this series. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and check out SpoilerTV.com for more news and promos related to TV, movies and entertainment. I was CJ, bye for now.